Hey, it's me, Clustar, and in today's video, we're going over the top 5 worst situations to be in Call of Duty Zombies. Now, have you ever been in one of those situations where it's just, what do? You know what? I give up. Well, in today's video, we're going over those top 5 situations. So with that, let's get into it and see what the top 5 worst situations to be in is in Call of Duty Zombies. So, have you ever been in a situation where it's the end of the round and you just want to get things done within the map? So you want to save a crawler or a zombie, and then that zombie dies. So in the number 5 spot, we have the zombie dying out. So this isn't the worst, it's only number 5, but if you're in somewhere like buried and you're in the maze, I mean, good luck getting out. Like, you're probably not gonna make it out alive unless you have some very OP weapons on a low round. But if it's on highest round, you're screwed, okay? And this isn't much of a problem with the other games except for Black Ops 2, but this situation still worthy of number 5. So, have you ever been in a situation where you're on a high round on solo, you got all your perks, got everything you need, and all of a sudden you just go down? So, in this number 4 spot, it's just simply going down on a high round. Now, you might be thinking, this situation is not that bad, but if you're thinking about this as like a map from Die Rise, for example, and you're training somewhere, you're not gonna get your perks back for at least a while or not at all. Because if you try to get your perks back, everything's so far away that you're gonna die before the time you get your perks back. And it is awful. On most maps, this isn't too bad of a scenario, but on this map specifically, it's one of the worst situations you can be in, besides these next 3. So, going down on a high round comes in at number 4. So, having powerful weapons is an essential part to going to a high round on zombies. But have you ever gone to a high round and used so much of that weapon that you just run out of ammo? In the number 3 spot, we have running out of ammo in your strongest weapon. So, in this situation, you got 2 options. One, you can buy a gun off the wall and try to spend hours and hours trying to get through the round, or you can trade your one weapon out and go for the box with all the zombies behind you and try to get it again. So, most likely, unless you're one of the MLG pros at this game, you're probably gonna die doing that. So, all you're left with is spending hours using another weapon and trying to maybe get that max ammo so you can advance through the rounds, or using the traps, which is kind of boring, and you have nothing to protect yourself when the zombies come back again to spawn. So, in the number 3 spot, we have running out of ammo in your strongest weapon. So, we all love playing with our friends and going for high rounds, except sometimes you down and your friend can't revive you, so you end up bleeding out, and you just spent all your points on buying stuff you didn't need, and now you got no points. So in the number 2 spot, we have bleeding out on a game of co-op when you have no points. And when you're in this situation, there's nothing you can do to come back, because you bleed out, you just spectate your friends, and then you come back. All you have is a cult, and when you come back with that cult, you get 1,500 points from the default of this game. You have enough to hit the box, and that's it. You better get a good weapon from that box. And if you don't, you're gonna die again. If you do, I mean, it might be a high enough round to where it's not even gonna help you at all. So I mean, what's even the point? So this just becomes a game of spectating your friends, because you're gonna hit the box, you're gonna down again, and then you have to go spectate them again, and that's gonna be the rest of the game for you. So bleeding out on a game of co-op on a high round with no points comes in at the number 2 spot. So if you've played Moon before, you're really gonna understand why this is such a bad thing. So, you're playing a game of Moon, and you're just cruising along, you go to pack a punch your weapons, and you come back. You go to one way, and all of a sudden you're blocked by this excavator. So I'm like, okay, let's go the other way. You go the other way, and you're blocked by an excavator, and you're trapped. There's nothing you can do except spend the whole rest of the game in that area or just kill yourself. So, in the number 1 spot, we have getting trapped by the excavators in Moon. So this is such a bad situation because the only way you can avoid this is getting the hacker device and going back to spawn when you hear a voice saying that the the excavator's going to take over a certain tunnel, and you gotta use the hacker device and prevent it. But if you don't do that for the rest of the game, you have to deal with the excavators blocking your path from spawn way to training, which is in the biodome. And if you played a game of Moon, you know how annoying that is, because that means no more training, no more getting back to Pack-a-Punch, no more Jug, no more Speed Cola, no more using the box. You got nothing left to do except die, and that's it. I know Zombies is a game of dying, but that's all you had to look forward to for the rest of the game. And I did not want to make this map specific, but when I was playing this map just to get gameplay, and this happened, I knew I had to say something, and I knew it was set up a worse situation than all of these other situations. So, the Moon excavators come in at number 1. I mean, look at this! Look! How fair is that? So in this video, I got 2 honorable mentions to what could have made the list but just fell short. Now, my first honorable mention is a lack of preparation before a big round, like a boss round. So a Panzer round and from Origins, you haven't Pack-a-Punched your weapon yet, and your weapons just aren't strong enough to kill him. So all you're left to do is just try your best to put as many bullets into him without him trying to grab you with his claw and then taking you down. But this isn't the worst thing though, because it's still doable, but very hard. My second honorable mention is lagging out or having lag spikes during a game. Because if you lag out, I mean, you just lag out and your game's over. But sometimes you have those games where you're just lagging so hard, but like in your screen, you're making all these maneuvers, making all these clutches, but in reality, you're just standing still and letting the zombies kill you. And you're just stuck in a situation where there's nothing you can do except just let the zombies kill you or get kicked out of your game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave some suggestions for my next top 5. And what would you like to see as a top 5 in the future? And you could be responsible for the next top 5 that appears on this channel. Because if you do not comment, if none of you decide that you want to see a top 5, none of you decide that you want to suggest and give me some insight of what top 5 you want to see, there might not ever be a top 5 ever again. Okay, leave that out of the way. Just comment what you'd like to see as a top 5. That'd be well appreciated. So with that, I'll see you in the next video.